You might have some spare money lying around that you're wanting to do something with, and you might have heard of people becoming millionaires from investing into things like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and you want to be a part of some of these profits, but you're not quite sure where to begin. The whole process of investing in cryptocurrency can seem very daunting and complicated, from finding the right exchange to buy your coins from, the risk of them getting lost or stolen, and the overall volatility of something like cryptocurrency, seeing it double or triple just in a few weeks and then come crashing down just as quickly. The whole process of actually buying cryptocurrency is very straightforward, and it can be done in a few minutes once you know what you're doing. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what cryptocurrency is, how to invest into it, and most importantly, how to make money from it. I'll break down cryptocurrency into small bite-sized pieces to make it easier to understand, and my recommendations when it comes to cryptocurrency investing. Keep in mind, this video is just my opinion. I'm not a licensed financial advisor, and take everything I say in this video with a very large grain of salt. If you find the content helpful, make sure to drop a like for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated with future content. Firstly, what is cryptocurrency and how does it work? When it comes to crypto, Bitcoin is by far the most popular and recognizable currency that there is, but there are hundreds of other types of cryptocurrency out there. Bitcoin is the one that most people know about. Bitcoin makes up roughly 40% of the cryptocurrency market, with a current market cap of $800 billion. The total market cap of cryptocurrency is sitting at roughly $2 trillion at the time of making this video, which is absolutely staggering, and you can really see how much momentum cryptocurrency overall is gaining. To put that into perspective, the total market cap of the biggest company in the world, Apple, is currently $2.3 trillion. So there's not a very large difference between the total cryptocurrency market cap and the biggest company in the world, meaning that the total market cap of cryptocurrency even beating out giants like Facebook and Google. To get a better understanding of cryptocurrency, let's use Bitcoin as an example. In the early days, before we had money, goods were exchanged for one another. For example, trading 2 bags of wheat for someone's goat was the way that transactions were done. Then following that, we had coins, and their value was based on the type of metal that they were made from. For example, copper, silver, and gold. And the value of these metals, or the value of the coin, were just related to what everyone believed that they were worth. And then in recent times, money is just printed on paper or plastic notes that don't really hold any tangible value. For example, a $100 US note has no tangible value other than what's given to it, and it's definitely not worth any money considering it's just printed on a piece of paper or a piece of plastic. Essentially, cryptocurrency is a form of digital asset that's decentralized and encoded with cryptography. The system that holds all of the transactions for Bitcoin is called a ledger. It's essentially just a giant spreadsheet that holds all of the transactions that have been made by all of Bitcoin's users. This spreadsheet is publicly available for all users, and the transactions are verified by computers on the blockchain, which helps to support the Bitcoin ecosystem. With no one being directly in charge of these transactions, the way that fraudulent activity is limited and the whole system is kept honest and working is through blockchain technology. This is where all transactions are verified by computers all around the world to make sure that everything is kept up to date and accurate. This greatly limits the chances of any security breaches happening because all computers verify each other's information. If one computer is hacked and then the amount of Bitcoin that one user has is not accurate, this will be dismissed because every other computer that makes up the blockchain network will deem this to be incorrect, and therefore it will be invalid. The only way to successfully hack the blockchain is by hacking all computers that are a part of it. The computers that verify Bitcoin's transactions are called miners. The process of verifying Bitcoin's transactions through computer power is called Bitcoin mining. This is where you might see giant warehouses absolutely filled with computers whose sole purpose is just to mine Bitcoin. Bitcoin is encrypted through cryptography, and in order to break the cryptographic code, computers are needed to decipher the encrypted messages so that the transfer of currencies can be done effectively. And the better the computer, the more efficient it will be at breaking the cryptographic code, and therefore these are the types of computers that make up the majority of the Bitcoin mining network. Bitcoin mining provides the infrastructure for the blockchain technology to actually work effectively, because if a mining computer effectively breaks the cryptographic code and allows the transaction of Bitcoin to be completed, then in reward for this, it will get a small amount of Bitcoin, therefore giving Bitcoin miners an economic incentive to help the blockchain network. With Bitcoin, the idea is that there's no middleman required. With traditional forms of currency, there's always the need for a third party to be involved in the transaction. For example, the credit card fee when you're buying something online, or the management charges of leaving your money in a bank. Bitcoin aims to limit these costs and create a digital currency that's purely peer-to-peer, and this reduces a lot of the hassle that can come with more traditional types of currency. For example, the delay of transferring money between different types of banks, or the restrictions on transferring money between different countries. If you want a complete in-depth guide on how cryptocurrency actually works and get into the fine details of it, I'll leave a video linked down below in the description made by 3 Blue 1 Brown that gets into the nitty-gritty details of cryptocurrency and how the whole thing actually works. Secondly, how do you make money from cryptocurrency? Essentially, there's 3 main ways to make money from your cryptocurrency investment. Firstly is by capital gain. Essentially, if you buy $100 worth of Bitcoin and it goes up by 10%, the percentage increase is related to the percentage gain that you make. That $100 that you invest goes up by 10%, then you've made $10. Then you can sell your investment to capture that profit that you've made. People often do this in the form of day trading, looking at charts or daily trends to get a more accurate idea to time their buying and selling points to maximize the profits that they make. Another popular form is long-term investing into cryptocurrency. This can also be referred to as hodling, just buying your coins and holding on for dear life, for better or for worse, no matter how volatile the market is. If you're someone who's a long-term investor, most likely you will dollar cost average into certain types of cryptocurrency, and this just means you will routinely add to your portfolio no matter if the market is going up or down. People who are long-term investors will put the majority of their money into the top 10 or top 20 coins, or just pick some of the biggest ones like Bitcoin and Ethereum, ones that they know will maintain their value and consistently grow over several years and be worthwhile holding on to for 10, 20, 30 years into the future. If you're someone who's interested in long-term investing in crypto, a good strategy that you can have is taking profits along the way with your investing. The crypto market is very volatile, and if prices are soaring to a height that just can't be maintained, selling a portion of your original investment and taking profits along the way and waiting for a drop to buy back into the market can be very beneficial. While this may be a bit counterintuitive in terms of being a long-term investor, it can be a very useful strategy to have. Again, you have to balance the idea of when you sell that the market ideally has to dip down a bit so you have another opportunity to buy back in. Again, actually knowing when to do this can be very challenging, but it is something to keep in mind with your cryptocurrency. I would say just being permanently a day trader can be very challenging, and exactly timing buying and selling points on a daily basis is something that's very hard to do. So I would say being more of a long-term investor and having the idea that you will take some profits along the way and buy back in when there is a substantial drop can be something you have up your sleeve to maximize your profits. If you are interested in taking profits, I would say it's easiest to just exchange a portion of your investment into a stable coin like USDT, which is a lot less volatile than other types of cryptocurrencies, and then you can hold it here until there's another buying opportunity. You can also earn passive income from your cryptocurrency through staking, and this just allows you to earn some interest on your investment. You can do this on exchanges like Binance. Different types of cryptocurrency will give you a different percentage reward for staking them. Some of them can only be 1 to 2%, and others can be as high as 10%. And also different exchanges will offer different staking amounts and different coins that can actually be staked. Staking is similar to mining but not exactly the same, and if you want a more detailed breakdown of the science behind staking, I'll leave a video linked down below in the description. Number 3, what type of cryptocurrency should you buy? When you're looking at crypto, you need to ask yourself, what type of real-world application does this cryptocurrency try to improve or try to create? When it comes to Bitcoin, its goal is to decentralize money, to create a peer-to-peer trading system that's much more convenient for users by cutting down the cost and speed of transactions. And it is tangibly making this happen and causing a real-world change. So that's the biggest thing to keep in mind, because the best cryptocurrency will have longevity and will have a clear goal of what it's trying to complete. That's why Bitcoin and Ethereum are amongst the giants in the cryptocurrency world and make up the proportion of the cryptocurrency market. A good rule of thumb, if you want consistency or as consistent as you can get with cryptocurrency, is to only invest in the top 20 coins. A good place to get an idea of where these coins lie is on CoinGecko. That'll give you an exact breakdown of the coins in order based on their market cap, so you can see which ones are included in the top 20 list. If you invest outside of the top 20 coins, of course you might find a 100x coin that will land on the moon, but you don't know which one that'll be, and more likely than not these coins won't go anywhere and you'll end up losing a majority of your money. So stick with those top 20 coins so you can get some consistency, and if you just want to be a long-term hodler and don't want to spend much time looking at the market, just sticking with the biggest ones like Bitcoin and Ethereum is a great way to go. You definitely want to stay away from coins that are purely just based on hype like SafeMoon or Dogecoin. They offer no real world purpose, and of course their prices did skyrocket, but that's just because of speculation and hype surrounding the coin. You can see over time their momentum fizzles out very quickly, and it just has very short-term growth purely fueled by people's opinion about the coin. These are the types of investments that you want to stay away from because they won't give you any longevity, and if you put your money into them you're essentially just gambling with it, and there's no real consistency on whether or not you'll be able to hold that investment for any period of time. There will definitely be up and coming crypto projects that hold a lot of promise like Solana or ADA, and these are definitely worth looking into, but with crypto, like any investment, you have to understand what you're buying and put some research into it. Overall, what you buy into is really related on how much risk you want to take. Do you want some consistency with your investment and just hold the top 5 biggest cryptos that there are, or do you want to branch out a bit and look at some more speculative cryptocurrencies by just investing in the top 20? So just balancing between the two and having a diversified portfolio puts you in the best position to have long-term growth and also find some coins with massive potential. Number 4, how do you buy cryptocurrency? To buy crypto, you need to get an exchange to actually purchase it from. Some of the most popular international ones that you can get are Binance and Coinbase. So you can scrub through either one of these platforms, search for the type of crypto that you're wanting to purchase, and then go through the transaction process of getting it. So when it comes to buying it, you can most commonly do it through a credit card, and some exchanges also allow a bank transfer option. So once you actually get your cryptocurrency, it's recommended that you store it either on a software or a hardware wallet to take it off the exchange that you purchased it from, because if you leave your coins on an exchange, you're entrusting a third party to look after them, and some exchanges have been hacked in the past. While it hasn't happened recently, it's just a risk that I personally wouldn't recommend someone to take, and you can get free software wallets to store your coins on so you can have that extra layer of security. In addition to software wallets, you also have hardware wallets, and these are referred to as cold storage because your coins are stored offline and not connected to the internet. These are the gold standard when it comes to storing cryptocurrency, and it's what's recommended for people who are quite serious about investing in crypto and want to build up a large portfolio. Some of the best hardware wallets that you can get are the Ledger Nano S or the Trezor Model T. They can be a bit costly, ranging between $100 and $180 US depending on which one you buy, but it is definitely something worth looking into if you are serious about your crypto investing. And if you want a complete guide on the different types of crypto wallets and which one is best for you, again, I'll leave a video linked on screen to give you a detailed breakdown of the pros and cons of the different types of wallets. Number 5, is cryptocurrency worth investing into? I would say definitely yes. It has massive potential and we're still in the very early days of cryptocurrency. It's got a long way to go, and if you're someone that's still on the fence, you don't have to invest a lot of money into it. You might have a more stable and consistent stock market portfolio made of ETFs and individual companies, and then you might just have 10% of your money in cryptocurrency, even just ones like Bitcoin and Ethereum, again to give you a bit more of that stability. With any type of investment, researching and understanding what you buy is always key, and not just going off what other people say and letting that sway your buying or selling decisions. Now that you're a bit more familiar with what cryptocurrency is, you might be wanting to buy some of your own, but you're unsure of some of the risks that can come with it. So check out this video on screen that'll give you my top 5 cryptocurrency investing mistakes. These are some of the mistakes that I went through when I first started investing in cryptocurrency, and this is the video that I wish I saw when I first started getting into it. This would have saved me a ton of time and money had I known these things earlier, so make sure to check out that video. If you're interested in buying some of your own cryptocurrency.